Hey there guys, this is Richard, your host, with another marvelous video. Hey fellow Star Wars enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the galaxy far, far away to explore the most extraordinary and most iconic weapon in the universe, lightsabers. Buckle up as we embark on a journey through the various types of lightsabers in the Star Wars franchise, right from canon to legends. From the classic blue and green blades to the rare and mysterious dark ones, we'll uncover the rich background stories behind each saber that was ever wielded in the galaxy far, far away. But it's not just about the colors. These bad boys come with unique specialities and powers. We'll be breaking down the epic battles, the Jedi mind tricks, and the Sith lightning shows that make each lightsaber stand out. So grab your popcorn, channel your inner Jedi or Sith, and let's geek out together over the awesomeness that is the Star Wars lightsaber universe. May the Force be with us as we explore these glowing wonders. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Standard lightsaber. Let's begin by talking about the OG lightsaber, the standard blade. These bad boys aren't just glow sticks for Jedi raves. They're like the VIP pass to the galaxy. Picture this, a 20 to 30 centimeter straight hilt pure Jedi swag. Now, here's the deal. Thanks to the mystical Kyber crystal doing the heavy lifting, even non-Jedi can wield these sabers, but let's be honest, only Force users can unleash their full potential. No two of these babies are alike. Each Jedi or Sith crafts their own, putting a personal touch on it like it's a space-age DIY project. Think custom hilts, fancy details, and maybe some bling because, even galaxy-saving warriors care about style. Some Jedi even spice things up with embellishments, astonishing patterns, basically, whatever matches their cosmic vibe. Lightsabers are like the trendsetters of the Star Wars universe. They're not just a weapon, they're a statement. Oh, and size differences in lightsabers are pretty common. You've got your regular single blades, but some rebels go for the double trouble or other funky sizes. So, whether you're into the classic look or want to stand out in a crowd of Force users, a standard lightsaber is where it's at.
Use your feelings, you bastard.
Training lightsaber. Before you become a full-on Jedi or Sith, you have to start somewhere, right? Enter the youngling lightsabers, the training wheels of the galaxy. These aren't your regular lightsabers, they're like the baby version, designed for pint-sized Padawans in the making. Picture this, shorter blades, perfect for inexperienced hands that are still figuring out how to hold a lightsaber. And don't think you're getting the full Force shock treatment either. These babies are on low power mode. Sure, they'll give you a little zap if you get too cocky, but it's more like a wake-up call than a trip to the emergency room. Now, these training blades come in all shapes and sizes. Some look like a toy wooden sword, while others are actual mini lightsabers with a safety setting. And get this, you could even tweak a regular lightsaber to play nice in the training halls. Just dial down the intensity, and voila, you'll have a mini lightsaber for the Jedi in training. Oh, and did we mention the color factor? These training lightsabers had a different shade of blue, and they hummed at a higher pitch. So, whether you're a youngling mastering the basics or a seasoned Jedi tuning down for a chilled training session, these are the way to go. Sith Lightsaber. Now, let's talk about Sith Lightsabers, the bad boys of the galaxy. So, Jedi and their lightsabers are like BFFs, right? Well, Sith? Not so much. These guys can't vibe with Kyber crystals like the Jedi do, thanks to all the dark side drama clouding their heads. Now, buckle up for this dark and twisty thing that they do to their Kyber crystals, called bleeding. Sith literally pour all their negative vibes, pain, and probably a bad day at work into those Kyber crystals. Result? Bam! A crimson red lightsaber that's recognized as an iconic emblem of the Sith. Oh, and get this, any crystal can be bled, but some Sith were hardcore. They wanted to snatch one from a Jedi lightsaber. Talk about trophy hunting in the galaxy. But it's not just about the color. Sith lightsabers come in all shapes and sizes. Some go for the classic look while others get all fancy with the hilts. It's like Sith Fashion Week for lightsabers. So, next time you see that red glow, you know a Sith is in town, ready to stir up some trouble. It's like the dark side's version of a fashion statement.
Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil, Darth.
Dual-phase lightsaber. Okay, Star Wars fam, let's now chat about the OG multi-tool of lightsabers, the dual-phase lightsaber. It's like the Swiss Army knife for its wielders, packing not one but two Kyber crystals. Double trouble, baby. Now, here's the wild part. You can literally change the length of the blade with a flick of a switch. It's like a lightsaber magic trick, catching your opponent off guard as they're busy figuring out if you just upgraded to the deluxe version. Talk about a power move. But here's the catch. This isn't for Force newbies. It's like wielding a lightsaber in expert mode. Different lengths mean different combat styles, so you have to be a true Force ninja to rock the dual-face saber without slicing off your own arm. And guess who rocked this bad boy? Darth freaking Vader himself. The dude had the Darth Swiss Army saber, making him the ultimate lightsaber multitasker. So, next time you're in a galaxy far, far away and someone whips out the dual-phase lightsaber, just know things are about to get really interesting. May the Force be with these heavy-duty multitaskers. Double-bladed lightsaber. Alright, Star Wars enjoyers, let's talk about the OG double-bladed lightsaber, the badass weapon that made its debut back in '99 in The Phantom Menace. We're talking extra long hilt and multiple kyber crystals. It's like the Sith Lord version of bling. So, Darth Maul, the guy with the scary red and black face, was the genius who figured out his lightsaber hack by diving into ancient Sith manuals. But hold up, this isn't some new age trend. There was this Sith OG named Exar Kun who rocked the double blader way before it was cool. They also call it a saber staff or light staff, and the saber itself is pretty simple. It's got blades popping out of both ends. Double trouble, dear friends, double trouble. But here's the flex. You can go old school Jedi with it and just light up one end if you're feeling subtle. It's like the lightsaber version of business in the front, deadly party in the back. So, whether you're unleashing the full double-bladed fury like Maul or keeping it low-key Jedi style, just know this lightsaber variant is the epitome of go big or go home in the galaxy. May the Force be with those who dare to double blade. Shoto. Alright, fellow Star Wars junkies, let's take a deep dive into Shoto Lightsabers, the pocket-sized Jedi weapons you might have missed. Picture this, shorter blades, like the fun-sized candy bars of lightsabers. They made their debut in Attack of the Clones, but the official name drop happened in the Star Wars Journey's Beginnings mobile game. Now, these babies aren't for the vertically gifted. No, they're for the pint-sized Jedi warriors who'd look kinda silly trying to swing a full-sized lightsaber. And if you're into the whole double blade action, Shoto's your go-to offhand wingman. It's like having a mini lightsaber backup, just in case. Enter Ahsoka Tano, the queen of the Shoto blade. She rocked that shorter blade like nobody's business, holding it in her offhand and showing the galaxy that size doesn't matter. It's how you swing it. Plus, it's pretty clear Anakin left his mark on her Jedi style because that blade just proved how she's all about that aggressive combat life. So, next time you see a Shoto lightsaber in action, give a nod to the unsung tiny heroes of the Star Wars universe. May the Force be with these vertically challenged and the dual-wielding badasses.
Oh, we're not crazy. We've just embraced the power of the dark side.
Guard Shoto. Let's dive into the Jedi's secret weapon, the Guard Shoto, aka the Lightsaber Tonfa. Imagine this bad boy. It's like a regular lightsaber had a wild night out and came back with a funky 90-degree sidekick. So, what's the deal with this lightsaber tonfa? Well, it's all about the grip game. You can hold it with the blade out for some aggressive attacking vibes or flip it back along your arm for some Jedi-level defense moves. It's like having a lightsaber security system, giving you cover and the ability to get up close and personal with your opponent. But here's the catch. This grip style isn't really good at dishing out heavy attacks. It's more of a finesse move, like the lightsaber equivalent of a sneak attack. And get this, if you want your Guard Shoto to be a real lightsaber tank, lace that handle with a frick, a lightsaber-resistant metal. It's like giving your Jedi weapon an armor upgrade. In the right hands, the Guard Shoto is a game changer. It's all about finesse, versatility, and catching your opponent off guard. So, if you ever find yourself facing one of these bad boys, brace yourself for some serious lightsaber ninja action. Protosaber. Alright, fellow Star Wars buffs, let's time travel to the OG lightsabers, the ancient relics known as Protosabers, or as we like to call them, the granddaddies of lightsabers. Picture this. Way back in the day, Jedi were rocking these clunky contraptions with a cord connecting the hilt to an external power pack. Talk about being tied down in battle. Literally. Now, these Protosabers weren't winning any mobility awards. You're stuck with a cord, and if that isn't awkward enough, your lightsaber has a limited runtime. Like imagine having to charge your phone every 30 minutes. Jedi struggles, right? But wait, there's more. These bad boys were like the vintage Ferraris of lightsabers, ornate as hell. Corkscrew prongs, a fan-like thing on the crossguard. Get this. The kyber crystal is out there, exposed for the galaxy to see. It's like Jedi bling from a time when subtlety wasn't a thing. Fast forward to the present, and tech got better. So we ditched the cords and upgraded to the sleek, cordless lightsabers we know today. But props to the Protosaber for paving the way and being the OG flashy weapon in the Jedi arsenal. Many thanks to these ancient relics for starting an era of iconic weaponry. Light whip. Okay, Star Wars peeps, let's talk about the Force's wild side, the lightsaber whip. And no, it's not for taming space beasts. It's the Night Sisters of Dathomir who are rocking this crazy contraption. Jedi, though, they're a bit iffy about it for whatever reason. So, here's the deal with the Light Whip. It's like a lightsaber on a fitness journey, flexible and reaching lengths longer than your parents' lecture on cleaning your room. Forget one giant crystal, we're talking multiple tiny ones, and the plasma in the blade is as rebellious as a bratty teenager. And get this, when a Jedi's making one with the guidance of the Force, they can turn their regular lightsaber into a whip in the blink of an eye. Like, imagine whipping out such a weapon mid-duel. Talk about Jedi style points. In the hands of a master, this thing is the Swiss Army knife of lightsabers. Wielded like a regular whip, it's exotic and rare, throwing traditional duelists for a loop. Light whip wielders basically have the upper hand, and you can bet they're enjoying the show because they're practically always winning. Great lightsaber. Alright, Star Wars fam, gather around because we're talking about the big guns. The great lightsaber. Imagine a regular lightsaber but on steroids, built for the morbid and mighty of the galaxy. We're talking beings with biceps the size of your head and power frames that could bench press a Star Cruiser. Now, these bad boys are not your everyday lightsabers. They're oversized, like the SUVs of the lightsaber world. Heavy hilts, longer blades, and more power packed into them than any other force-powered weapon you can think of. It's like wielding a weapon that's part lightsaber, part battering ram. Sure, they're clunky, awkward, and probably not the go-to for a Jedi doing deadly acrobatics, but when it comes to raw power, they're the kings of the court. Strikes with these behemoths hit harder than any other blade. Enter Baylan Skoll, the dude flexing the only great lightsaber seen in the last 500 years. It's like finding a unicorn in a galaxy far, far away. So, if you ever see one of these bad boys in action, just know you're witnessing the heavyweight champion of lightsabers. May the Force be with those who dare to use these. Crossguard lightsaber. We're now diving into the cool kid saber, the crossguard lightsaber. Picture this. It's not your regular glow stick, but a three-bladed beast with a main blade and two sidekicks called quillons. It's like a sword with a stylish guardrail. Now, these quillons aren't just for show. They're like mini lightsabers themselves. They vent out extra energy, and it's not just for a flashy light display. It's an actual power move. Thanks to some fancy crystal activators, they split the energy from the Kyber crystal. But here's the kicker. The Jedi rock this as the heavyweight champ of lightsabers. It's like the powerlifting version of a single-bladed saber, perfect for those users who want a bit more oomph in their swings. Back in the day when the Jedi were at their peak, these bad boys were all the rage. Enter Kylo Ren, the emo supreme leader, with his unstable lightsaber. His quillons aren't just for style. They're venting out the crazy energy from a cracked Kyber crystal. And he's all about that sinister crackling. It's like his very own personal lightsaber ASMR. So next time you see a Jedi rocking the crossguard lightsaber, no, they're not just cutting through their enemies, they're doing it with extra flair. Curved hilt lightsaber. Alright, Star Wars crew, let's talk about the fancy lightsaber for the suave duelist, the curved hilt lightsaber. Count Dooku was the trendsetter here, whipping out this bad boy in Attack of the Clones. And boy, did he make it look cool. So, what's the deal with the curved hilt lightsaber? Well, it's like the James Bond of lightsabers. Elegant, sleek, and designed for precision moves. That gracefully curved hilt isn't just for show. No, it's all about finesse when you're slashing and lunging at your opponent. Think of it as the lightsaber for the Jedi who want to dance through a duel. Count Dooku, the Jedi turned Sith Lord, rocked this beauty during his time as both. And guess what? His Sith apprentice, Asajj Ventress, caught onto the vibe and decided to join the curved hilt cool kids club. So, next time you see a Jedi or Sith twirling a curved hilt lightsaber like they're in a space ballroom, just know they're not here just to fight, they're here to put on a lightsaber show of beauty and grace.
No problem.
Two-piece lightsaber. Let's talk about this peculiar nifty weapon, the two-piece lightsaber. Imagine a lightsaber that's pretty much like a superpowered toy from the future. It can break into two pieces and you can still use it. So, Kanan, the Jedi Master, had his own fantastic blue-bladed version of the two-piece lightsaber. What makes it unique? Well, it's basically a lightsaber with a detachable party trick. He kept it as two separate pieces, and when duty called, he just slammed that emitter section into the main body, give it a twist, and voila, lightsaber mode engaged. And get this, it's not just about looking cool. Kanan's lightsaber was next level with a blade length adjustment control. It's like having a lightsaber with a dimmer switch, perfect for Jedi mood lighting and fighting. So, next time you see Kanan Jarrus busting out his two-piece lightsaber, just know it's not just a cool trick, it's Jedi engineering at its finest. Lightfoil. Well, Star Wars crew, let's talk about the Lightfoil, the chic cousin of lightsabers. Picture this. It's like a mini lightsaber, first crafted with Sith flair about 5,000 years ago. Yeah, the Sith were fashion forward even back then. Now, these Lightfoils are like the fencing swords of the galaxy, slim and elegant and made for dueling. Think rapier vibes. Perfect for Jedi or Sith who want to be all fancy with their swordplay. Each one's a work of art, not just a mere weapon. Lightweight, balanced, and on par with Jedi lightsabers in terms of quality, wielding a Lightfoil is like dancing through a duel with a petite and elegant handle. It's like a beautiful classic lightsaber, timeless and stylish. The OG Lightfoils were all the rage back in the day, especially before the Great Sith War. Fast forward, and after the Sith took a back seat, modern Lightfoils became a thing for the high and mighty. Nobles were throwing around cash like confetti to get their hands on these sleek, pint-sized energy swords. So, next time you see a Jedi or Sith rocking a Lightfoil, just know they're not just fighting, they're putting on a lightsaber fashion show. War Dragon Rider's Saber. Gather around, fellow Star Wars fans, because we're talking about a weapon that belonged to the real MVP, the rider of the obese, thornback War Dragon. Picture this mysterious character cruising on a dragon with a double-bladed, Sith-style red lightsaber. Straight out of the Darth Maul handbook, isn't he? Now, we don't have the lowdown on this enigma, but we know he meant business. Double-bladed red saber? That's not your everyday Jedi gear. And just to spice things up, he's also got a blaster rifle casually slung on his dragon's neck. Oh, and did we mention his armor? This guy is basically a walking tank. Armor encasing his body, dragon-mounted, red lightsaber in hand. Talk about making an entrance. Who needs an introduction when your gear screams of such power and authority? We might not know much about this mysterious rider, but one thing's for sure, he's got style, he's got flair, and he's riding into battle like it's a Sith fashion show. Lightsaber Pike. Now, Star Wars fanatics, let's dive into the incredible world of Lightsaber Pikes, or as we like to call them, Lightsaber Lances. Now, these babies are like the love child of a lightsaber and a medieval blade. So basically, there are two sorts of Lightsaber Pikes. First up, you got the classic polearm style, a long handle made of lightsaber-resistant frick alloy, ending with a lightsaber blade that's shorter but chunkier than your regular saber. Flip a switch and boom! You got a mini lightsaber polearm. Then there's the second type, the Jedi Temple Guard Special. It's like a double-bladed lightsaber's twin, with a blade at each end. These guards at Coruscant rock the yellow blades, symbolizing the eternal flame of the Jedi Order. Talk about poetic. Now, wielding a lightsaber pike isn't your everyday Jedi gig. No, it's like the exotic weapon specialist's dream tool. So, next time you see a Jedi rocking a lightsaber pike, just know they're not compensating for anything. They're just flexing their insane weapon expertise. Long handle lightsaber. Okay, fellow Star Wars buddies, let's chat about the Jedi's fancy twist on the classic lightsaber, the long handle lightsaber, aka lightsaber staff or lightsaber cane, depending on how swanky you're feeling. Now, imagine a lightsaber with a handle longer than your grandma's bedtime stories. Why the long handle, you ask? Well, it's like Jedi Aerobics 101. Easy to swing around the body, using all those body joints as fancy fulcrums. Think of it like lightsaber ballet, twirling and swirling like a force-powered dance party. But, and there's always a but, the downside is pretty straightforward. That long handle becomes a bullseye for opposing duelists. They see it, they swing for it, and suddenly your lightsaber staff is just a fancy stick. So, next time you see a Jedi doing the lightsaber limbo with a long handle saber, just know it's all about the flashy moves, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of lightsaber vulnerability. Saber Cane. Imagine this. A stylish cane, but it's a lightsaber in disguise. The ultimate concealed weapon for the Jedi who likes to keep things low-key. So, what's the deal with the Saber Cane? Well, it's not just a fancy handle. It's hiding a lightsaber in plain sight. It's like James Bond, but with a glowing twist. The lightsaber is cleverly tucked away in the cane, so unless you know this Jedi trick, you'd think it's just a regular walking stick. Now, when it's go time, the Jedi does a little magic trick, removes the shaft of the cane, and bam, lightsaber action. It's like having a surprise party, but it's glowing energy blades instead of confetti. And get this, the cane's not just for show. That shaft becomes a backup bludgeoning weapon. So, you're not just dealing with a lightsaber, you've got a Jedi who's ready to duel with style, cane whacking and lightsaber slashing. May the Force be with the Jedi who know how to leave a mark. Electrum Detailed Lightsaber. Star Wars pals, let's now chat about the blingiest accessory of the Jedi world, Electrum. This stuff is like the gold chain of lightsaber accessories, but way fancier. It's not about power, it's all about style, a cosmetic flex for the Force big shots. So, here's the deal. If you see a Jedi rocking an Electrum detail on their lightsaber, you know they've leveled up. This isn't for the Padawans. It's an honor reserved for the higher-ups, the high-ranking Jedi Masters who've aced their skill set. It's like getting a gold star, but way cooler. Picture it, the lightsaber hilt with that distinctive gold hue. It's like the lightsaber version of a Rolex, flashy and exclusive. And it's not just for the Jedi. Even the Sith can't resist a bit of bling. Both Mace Windu and Darth Sidious were known to be a part of the Electrum crew. So, next time you spot a Jedi with a golden glow on the lightsaber, just know they're not compensating for anything. They're just showing off the Jedi VIP status. May the Force shine bright on these blinged out lightsabers. Lightsaber Rifle. Gather around for the scoop on the Lightsaber Rifle, a combo that's like peanut butter and jelly, but with a bunch of laser beams. This bad boy made its debut in Darth Vader 9. Let us tell you, it's a cannon, quite literally. So, how does it work? Well, slap a lightsaber into the open slot on top of the rifle, and boom, you've got a weapon that's not messing around. The result? An energy beam that's so powerful and destructive, it's like the lightsaber and rifle decided to go supercharged together. But, and there's a but as usual, this dynamic duo has its limits. You get about 5 shots before your lightsaber partner calls it quits, melting away like a space popsicle in the sun. And if that's not enough drama for you, the rifle can even go out in style, with a self-destruct mode that can blast a hole in a wall. Talk about making an exit. During the Galactic Empire's early days, Jocasta knew how to rock this combo. So, next time you see a Jedi rebel wielding a lightsaber rifle, just know it's not for story time. It's for blasting through walls and taking lives. Waterproof cased lightsaber. Alright, fellow Star Wars fans, let's dive into the Jedi's waterproof lightsaber upgrade, the bifurcating cyclical ignition pulse. Sounds fancy, right? Well, basically it's the don't fizzle out when wet mod for lightsabers. Now, picture this. You're on a watery planet, Clone Wars style, and you don't want your lightsaber throwing a hissy fit because it got wet. That's where this waterproof casing comes into play. No more lightsaber pool party shorting out your favorite weapon. So, Ahsoka Tano was practically living in the future and got the memo. Both her lightsaber and Shoto were all about that underwater action. Anakin Skywalker, not one to be outdone, had a waterproof lightsaber too. Because, Jedi rainy days are a thing. And then, even Luke Skywalker decided he wanted his lightsaber to be water-approved. So, he added the waterproof feature because even Jedi need to be ready for an unexpected dip. So, next time you're on a water world battling droids, just know the Jedi are packing lightsabers that are waterproof. No more worrying about short circuits. Just good old lightsaber fun, rain or shine. May the Force keep those lightsabers dry. Marvelous verdict. Well, folks, there you have it. The ultimate lightsaber rundown from a galaxy far, far away. We've journeyed through the classics, like the standard blade that's basically the Jedi's calling card, to the exotic wonders like the double-bladed saber and the mind-bending dual-phase lightsaber. But it's not just about the shapes and colors. It's the stories behind them. Sith bleeding their crystals for the dark side powers, younglings practicing with their cute little sabers, and Jedi pulling off James Bond moves with Electrum Detailed lightsabers. And let's not forget about the practical stuff, like the lightsabers going aquatic with waterproof upgrades. Because Jedi don't shy away from underwater battles. Well, so, whether you're a Jedi, Sith, or just a casual lightsaber enthusiast, remember, the Force is strong with these glow sticks, and the galaxy wouldn't be the same without them. Keep shining, lightsaber fans, and may the Force be with you, always. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one, and be safe. Thanks, everyone.